The NHL Draft, where history is made, careers are crafted, and legacies are born. It's no secret that this year's draft class is nothing short of unique. Originally, one name sat atop almost everyone's draft boards. That name was James Higgins.
Back to the left wing, Higgins, top of the circle, the shot, he scores! Higgins across the line, St. Louis goes to an leads him to the wall, up in front, the shot, they score!
Keaton Pearson trying to clear, Higgins heading, North Dakota in. Whoa, James Higgins! Labels! Sinavore couldn't do anything with it as James Higgins comes back in on Niemanen. Passes across and Steve has got 4! Drops it back, Leonard a shot, Griffin save, rebound, Higgins scored! Christian just wide, rebound, round around,
But then, something changed. Higgins was still the same player, but no longer was everyone else. The gap between first and second, and the rest of the draft for that matter, was shrinking, and shrinking fast. Exceptional. That was Michael Misa. His first season in the OHL was nothing short of spectacular. Notching 56 points in only 45 games, it looked like Misa was living up to the hype. But he followed this up with an underwhelming campaign, especially given the fact that he was on the Memorial Cup winning team. In theory, that should have boosted his numbers, right? Well, on Saginaw, Misa was stuck on a loaded roster. He wasn't given the opportunity that was needed in order for him to make the next jump in his development. However, Misa was handed the keys to the franchise during the 2024-25 season. It was his team now, and he would thrive.
Jefferson stripped him. Now a short-handed breakaway. It's Misa for his second, and he scores. Michael Misa does it again. That one's cut off by Misa. Speared by now James. Misa to the net. Landon Misa's alone in front. Shoots and scores. And it's Misa. Would you Misa over the line. Has a look over both shoulders. Misa attacking the right circle. Feeds it up front. Turn a shot, scores.
Two good hockey players in this league. Nice move by Misa. He scores! That is why Michael Misa is the top scorer in the OHL with moves like that.
But if you thought 134 points and almost a goal per game was enough to lock up the first overall pick, you'd be wrong. At 6'2", 185 pounds, the Hamilton native plays with his heart on his sleeve. Through 17 games this season before suffering a shoulder injury, the speedy, elusive defenseman racked up 22 points, and in 2 games with Team Canada at the World Junior Championships, he tallied 2 points, and looked like the best player on the ice at times. His blend of physical play, high awareness, and dynamic agility allow him to dominate both ends of the ice, and currently, he is ranked as the top prospect in this year's draft class by Bob McKenzie, Craig Button, Cam Robinson, and The Athletic.
Quickly moving it around, Schaer with a shot, scores!
the rush again. Neat move around Rakoff, then a great move by Schaer in front, and what a goal!
3 players down, 1 more to go. And similar to Higgins, this is a player that was originally atop the draft board throne, but because of outside factors has slipped down considerably. One word to describe Porter Martone's game: power.
Stolen by Martone, short-handed to his backhand, scores. Porter Martone with a nifty move.
Steadies the puck, takes the shot, he scores! He found daylight over the...
Here's Marone through the legs, he scores! How many times is this kid gonna pull off greatness?
So I'm gonna be honest with you guys real quick. I originally wanted to get this video out before the draft, but that just didn't work out. So you guys are gonna get my reaction to Schaer, Misa, Higgins, and Marone getting drafted. First with Schaer, who was picked first overall by the Islanders, and I think it's the right pick, especially after trading Dobson to Montreal. It just made sense. I am intrigued to see how long it takes for Schaer to get called up to an Isles team that will be in desperate need of help on the back end next season. Second, we have Misa going second overall to San Jose, and man, it looks like San Jose is going to be contending for the cup very, very soon. Misa's goal scoring will be the perfect complement to the two-way excellence of Mac and Celebrini and the playmaking of Will Smith. Third, Marone getting picked up 6th by the Flyers, which I thought was a bit of a steal, honestly. He was my 4th ranked skater, and I just know Danny Briere was jumping out of his seat the moment a skilled power forward like him fell right into their lap at 6. And finally, we have the steal of the draft, in my opinion, James Higgins getting selected 7th overall by the Boston Happy Gilmores. And jokes aside, I know why he fell, but I still just don't get it. Yeah, he has a small-ish frame at 5'10", about 170 pounds, but the bottom line is he was a first overall pick talent. If he scored 10 more points this season, we're probably still having that Higgins to the Islanders at 1 conversation. But great pickup here for Boston. It's awesome that he's going back to BC for at least 1 more season, and that'll certainly make for an awesome storyline. But there you have it, folks. I had to do something for this year's draft. I couldn't just not write my rankings or a mock draft and not make a YouTube video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let me know what you guys thought about it down below in the comments. And as always, see you guys next time. Peace.